All right, let's talk about something we all do, a mental shortcut that's so common we often don't even notice we're doing it. It's all about the art of jumping to conclusions.
You know how it is. You're shopping online, you see two one-star reviews back to back, and your brain just goes, nope, this thing is garbage. Sound familiar? Of course it does, because we all do it.
Yep, if that little story rings a bell, then you've officially made what's called a hasty generalization. It's one of the most common logical fallacies out there, and we're going to break down exactly what it is, why our brains love it, and why it can be so dangerous. So, here's the official definition. It's all about drawing a huge conclusion based on, well, not a lot of evidence. It's like trying to describe an entire movie after only seeing the first 30 seconds. You just don't have enough information.
But why? Why are we so quick to leap before we look? Is it just laziness? Well, not exactly. It turns out our brains are practically hardwired to take these kinds of shortcuts. Let's get into the psychology of it.
Our brains are all about one thing, saving energy. They're constantly trying to be more efficient. So they use mental shortcuts, or heuristics, to make snap judgments. They look for information that confirms what we already think. That's confirmation bias. And they try to simplify a super complex world by putting things, and people, into neat little boxes. It's a survival mechanism, really, but it can get us into a lot of trouble.
And this right here perfectly illustrates the trade-off. You've got fast thinking, the shortcut. It's quick, it's easy, but man, is it prone to error. Then you have critical thinking, the scenic route. It's slower, it takes more work, but you're way more likely to arrive at the right destination.
Okay, so this isn't just about accidentally buying a bad toaster. This little mental glitch has massive real-world consequences. It can shape everything from our personal opinions to some of the biggest, most tragic events in history.
A classic. We've all heard this one, right? It's a big, sweeping statement that feels true for a lot of people. But what's it really based on?
See, the problem is we hear about a few politicians and major scandals because that's what makes the news, and then we apply that to the entire group. We're talking thousands of people. It's a textbook hasty generalization, painting everyone with the same brush.
Or how about this one? Something you might hear in a workplace. It's a damaging stereotype that can seriously affect someone's career. So where does an idea like this even come from?
Well, maybe a supervisor sees one or two younger employees miss a deadline. Confirmation bias kicks in, and suddenly their brain ignores all the reliable younger workers and focuses only on the evidence that supports their new, flawed belief.
Now, check this out. Marketers absolutely love this fallacy. You see a chart like this, Miracle Cream, 90% satisfaction. You think, wow, it must be amazing. It looks so convincing. But they're not telling you the whole story. And there it is, the catch. The total sample size for that study was 12 people. 12! That means the incredible 90% satisfaction rate was just, what, 11 people? It's a classic case of making a tiny sample seem like a huge trend. But like I said, this goes way beyond selling some face cream or a bad product. The stakes can get so much higher. This exact type of flawed thinking has been at the very heart of some of history's darkest chapters.
Just look at this. In Salem, the strange behavior of a few girls was generalized as definitive proof of a town-wide satanic conspiracy. In the WWI era, propaganda took the supposed actions of a few individuals to justify prejudice against entire populations. And during McCarthyism in the 1950s, suspicion against a handful of people spiraled into a national panic that destroyed thousands of lives. This is the true danger of jumping to conclusions. Okay, so we've seen the problem and we've seen the damage it can cause, but the good news is we aren't powerless. We can actually train ourselves to spot this trap and avoid it. So let's open up our critical thinking toolkit. Here it is, your 4-step defense plan. First, before you make up your mind, ask for more evidence than just 1 or 2 examples. Second, actively look for information that disagrees with you. It's tough, but it's crucial. Third, get really suspicious of words like all, never, or always. And finally, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what's the bigger picture here?
Ultimately, it all boils down to this: building a new habit. It's about creating a tiny pause between the moment you get a piece of information and the moment you form a belief. A pause just long enough to ask, wait a minute, is that really the whole story?
So I'll leave you with a challenge. What's one belief you hold, big or small, that might be resting on a pretty shaky foundation of not so great evidence? Just thinking about it is the first step toward becoming a clearer, more critical thinker. Thanks for diving in with me.